Hi, Church. Pastor Jeff here with another Trinity check-in. Today, I want to talk about doubt, Sunday's weather forecast, and some results from our building committee. So be sure to stick around at the end because this is some good stuff. First, though, doubt. Now, maybe you've seen the teaser video that we've had in worship for the past couple of weeks and on Christmas Eve. But this series looks to be truly good. You know, I always enjoy coming up with ideas for sermon series. Sometimes I get them from other places. This one comes from Adam Hamilton and Church of the Resurrection in Kansas City. But it's also one of those sermon series that even as I've put it together, I've already written the first 2 sermons. Even as I've done that, I find that it's changing me. It's deepening my faith. I suppose they all do a little bit, but especially so. And that means that I am extra excited for you all to hear it and receive it as well, because it truly speaks deeply. Now, on the surface of it, we're going to be asking hard questions like, is there a God? How do we believe the Bible? How do we know the Bible is true? Do people of other religions go to heaven? Or what even is heaven? These are the kind of questions that we're going to be asking in this series. Hard ones that get to the very root of our doubts, the things that we question from time to time. At a deeper level, though, what we're really talking about is what is doubt. And when you dig deep, you realize that doubt is not a bad thing. Oftentimes we feel shame for doubt. We wonder why it's there, or it's a source of worry for us, or even paralyzes us. But true, good, healthy doubt, asking these questions in a good way, not only saves us from bad beliefs, but leads us to a faith that's more personal and richer and more deeper and true and authentic too. Let me tell you, this really is good. So I hope you will. I hope you will be here and engage every week of this series. The Wednesday videos, like this one, during the series, are going to be extra material, like a companion piece to it, also known as the cutting room floor, the stuff that I couldn't quite fit in the sermon, and I think they'll work together and move us all to a better place. It's also an especially good series if you know someone in your life who has asked these questions, or who has been curious, or who has a lack of trust for church. I think this might be a series that helps them as well. So I hope you will come. I hope you'll engage. If you have to miss any weeks, I hope you'll pick them up online, because I will tell you it will be worth it. Now, speaking of missing weeks, have you seen Sunday's forecast? Talk about Murphy's Law. You know, put together this really great sermon series that can really help people. And what happens? The weather does this. If you haven't seen, Sunday's forecast is expected to be just miserable. The snow should be mostly done by that point, by the way it looks, but temperatures on Sunday aren't going to get above 0 degrees for the high. That's 0 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not going to pass for a high on Sunday, and the strong winds will make it to where it's actually dangerous to be out and on the roads. So I will not fault any of you if you want to join us online on Sunday. And in fact, I hope that most of you will. We're not going to lock the doors. You're still welcome to come, of course, and we'd love to see you face to face. But if you have any hesitation at all, please join us from home. We'll make sure our live stream is going good and strong. And I hope that you will, because this Sunday's sermon will most certainly be worth it. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about today, maybe you have caught wind of this, but we're going to have a vote next week in the church called a charge conference vote. It's a special vote of just our church's leadership, but the district superintendent, my boss, you might say, comes and presides at it, and it's to kick off. Well, you can't call it a building campaign yet. What it really is a conversation. So here's a little more. For the past year, we've had a building committee in place. No. Let me back up further still. When Trinity moved to Village Gardens 13 years ago, the original plan was this. If you look at this side of it right here is the part of the building that we have right now. There's the parking lot you can see, and actually right up to about here. This is a sanctuary, and that was the original plan when we moved out here 13 years ago, was to eventually build that sanctuary and add more classrooms to connect it and to expand the child care. Here's another view you can see of that original dream back then. Let's see, this part over here is Spirit Hall, the current building. So we'd have a nice courtyard. I'd have to think we'd have to put a little mini labyrinth in there because we wouldn't want to give that up. But then have a nice steeple and a sanctuary side too. Now, we don't know if we're going to do it exactly like this because we haven't really done anything yet. What the building committee has done so far is a basic thing that any responsible person or organization would do, asking if we need to build. I mean, that's a valid question to ask, right? We've talked to staff, we've talked to various people, done interviews with various people in the church, and I will tell you the overwhelming consensus of the group is that yes, we have so outgrown our needs. The church is trying to grow and oftentimes can't. We have opportunities to be more of a presence in the community than we actually are, but we're limited in so many ways. And so the results of all those interviews and the studies are going to come before our church council let's see, a week from tonight. It's next Wednesday we're going to do it. They're going to receive that report and have a vote. Now, don't read too much into it. It's a simple vote. All this vote does is say, let's begin talking. So let's ask the question of what we might want to build. Let's talk to a fundraising expert and see what we're capable of building, what we can raise the funds to do, what we're able to do, and then if all of that goes successful, we'll be bringing it back to the whole church. In fact, there's two more votes that happen after that. So we're at the very beginning of this process, but I will tell you, it is so exciting. These are just the plans from 13 years ago. Now it's the vote on Wednesday is a vote to say, okay, let's ask what we need now, and let's see what we can do and move forward. So everybody in the church is welcome to come and attend if you like. I'll tell you, there's not going to be a whole lot to see. Chances are we'll just have a good discussion and vote that yes, we want to dream and brainstorm and put together a few sketches. However, that doesn't stop it from being exciting. It really is. I know I've been thinking about a lot about what Trinity could be, about what God is calling us to be, and I hope you all have been too. And I hope we can bring all of those dreams and prayers and what we hear when we listen to God together, and help it to lead us as a group. So I wanted you to know more about what that church conference vote was coming up next Wednesday. It really is a simple vote. It's just a vote to continue the conversation. However, that doesn't stop it from being exciting. So I hope you will. I hope you'll keep it in your prayers too. All right, where is it? Let's go back. Be sure to come this Sunday for the series on doubt. I'll put that promo video at the end here. If you haven't seen it, you'll have a chance now. Michael and the band are even going to do the song that's in the video, and I think it will be good. So come and let's grow through and because of our doubts together. See you soon, church.
There's a gray river of doubt between my head and my heart. They say seeing is believing, but I only see myself reflected in the currents of the great unknown. I need a savior, carry my head and heart